People of God, good morning. I hope everyone had a wonderful night's rest. Off to a great start this morning. Your girl is out here trying to get some stuff done. Got to pick up me a little breakfast. I didn't feel like cooking breakfast this morning. I normally try to scramble me some fresh eggs or put something in my belly. Listen, I want to tell you something. Children are born into a wicked world, but children are born innocent. Sometimes things happen to children right while they're in a mother's womb. Sometimes a child can be robbed of their or raped of their innocence right while they're in the womb. Children are supposed to be protected from the time you have conceived. You are to protect that child, and as that child grows up, you're supposed to nurture that child as a mother, right? Now, I don't have kids of my own, but I am a mother. A mother is not about just physically having a child. A mother is about certain qualities and characteristics. A mother should possess love, nurturing, understanding, and most importantly, a mother should show their child the way, right? Not that do as I say, do not as I do. That's hypocritical teaching, you see. And a lot of times for most of us African Americans, we've been brought up in homes where we've had some little crazy teaching. A lot of it is due to the history of our folk and how things took place with our ancestors. Yes, thank you so much. All right, girl, if you don't stop that. But as we grow and we develop our own relationships with God, God will show us patterns of dysfunction, and it is our duty to do our inner work, right? It is our duty to do our inner work and break those dysfunctions, especially if you've been anointed, come on, as a generational curse breaker. And I want you to know something, people of God. When you try to break some of those patterns, those demons that have had people bound for so long and had people maybe in self-righteous thinking and narcissistic behavior and different type of things that you learn as you educate yourself and do your inner work, and you break the negative traits and characteristics off of your life, you'll find that Satan does not want to release folk, and Satan will use folk to attack you so that you fall back, or that you don't truly break free from patterns of dysfunction. And I want you to know something. In the midst of breaking free, you have to be bold enough to stand up to some elders, because it's the elders that did not do their inner work. That if you're younger, or even if you yourself are a bit older, but if you're breaking a pattern, it started with somebody before you. It didn't start with you. It started prior to you. So it's always going to be elders that you have to stand up to and break free, break the pattern. Some folk gonna call your name. They might call you disrespectful. Are you really being disrespectful for trying to express your truth? Are you really being disrespectful for realizing, wait a minute, this right here, this shouldn't be like this. This is dysfunctional. This shouldn't be the way that you handle me, or this shouldn't be the way that you do you. You don't respect my boundaries. Are you really being disrespectful for setting healthy boundaries for yourself? These are things that you must ponder over and know that when you're really trying to break free and break generational curses when it comes to family, you're going to have to be okay with being mislabeled. You're going to have to be okay with being a black sheep. You're going to have to be okay with being lied on, being ostracized. Why? Because everybody ain't willing to do their inner work. But trust and believe as you continue to do yours. Stop, girl. As you continue to do your inner work and you set yourself free, your light is going to ignite the lights in others. And there's some witches, it might be some witches in your family that were very crafty at pitting people against each other, telling lies. God going to make them witches be exposed. And as they begin to be exposed and the truth start uncovering, they be running out of options. They don't know what to do with themselves, because they done told so many lies and caused so much division when it really could have been unity in love, they done let the devil use them and don't want to take accountability even when they get caught in their lies sometimes, you know. So I just want to share that, people of God. You ain't crazy. These situations is crazy. And just know that you got to be okay with being called certain names, being mistreated, being left out, being lied on, being talked about, not being supported. You could have some really great things going on in your life. You could have different type of events going on in your life, and don't be surprised if you don't have nobody there to cheer for you or support you. You know, it's necessary for the call and the purpose that's on your life. You have to endure the dysfunction, but the thing about it is your eyes can see it and recognize it. You willing to do what some folk ain't been willing to do, and so therefore that's why you're going through what you're going through. When you break them curses and you change them dysfunctional patterns, if you have kids, your kids won't have to go through that. It stops with you. So therefore we have an adversary as long as we live in this earth. So he'll come in different forms, but he ain't gonna have, your children ain't gonna have to deal with them patterns of dysfunction, you know. So anyway, be encouraged and just know that you might have to be okay with being misunderstood, talked about, lied on, left out, ostracized, all because some folk don't want to do their internal work. And the more you talk to the ones that don't want to do their internal work, you're going to feel it, because it's going to be a heaviness. You're going to be like, man, it's something that every time I talk to you is bringing my spirit down. Every time I talk to you, you never give me nothing encouraging. It's always something discouraging. It's going to be they carrying, and then these people don't realize they carrying all of that toxicity on them, and people can feel it when you come around them. Nobody don't want to be around that. It kills you. It drains you, right? So anyway, just know that when you're breaking generational curses, you got to be okay with not being understood. You got to be okay with being the outcast. You got to be okay with being lied on. You got to be okay. All right? But it all will turn out for the good. And your light, trust me, is setting people free. Even if nobody ever tell you. Even if nobody ever tell you. Even if nobody ever cheer for you. Even if nobody ever applaud for you. Trust me, your work ain't in vain. You keep doing your inner work. You keep growing. And it all work out in the end. All right? Have a blessed day, people of God. I'm going to eat my chicken biscuit and my hash browns. And I'm going to get to work. It's going to start raining a bit here. But the girl got to do what she got to do. I'm going to have a light day today. One of my friends, my sister from up north, she then became a country girl. She moved down here. Her and her husband and kids. And she wants a rooster. So I'm supposed to give her a rooster today. One of my oh Lord. Anyway, people of God, y'all have a blessed day. I love you. You are the light of the world. Don't ever let your light grow dark. Keep shining bright. And we know that the blood of Jesus is the only blood that has power. Let's go be great today.